In this section, we'll apply the three key legal infrastructure tools: contracts, insurance, and entity, specifically to ownership relationships. Ownership relationships are the relationships not only between multiple owners of a business, the partners, but also between the owners and the company. These relationships are framed in part by legal constructs and in part by contractual constructs. Their overarching purpose exists to ensure legal compliance, to maintain the corporate veil, and to have clear rules of engagement for management and ownership decisions. Let's apply the three legal infrastructure tools to ownership relationships. The contracts that exist between the owners and the business are the governing documents. For a corporation, these will include the articles of incorporation, the bylaws, and the shareholder agreement. The bylaws are a legally required document that describes the governance or decision-making processes of the corporation. It defines the procedures for annual meetings and the election of board and officer positions. These requirements exist for single-owner entities as well as multi-owner entities. The shareholder agreement covers the rights and restrictions of owners. It covers limitations on transferring shares and specifies the rules if an owner leaves voluntarily or involuntarily. It may also include other agreements among the owners, including tax, loans, liability protection, restrictive covenants, and dispute resolution agreements. For an LLC, the governance and ownership matters described above are handled in the operating agreement. The shareholder agreement or operating agreement, as the case may be, is an essential tool in setting expectations and limiting risks for business owners, but they're not legally required, and many businesses don't have them in place. By having well thought out governing documents, you'll be prepared to address ownership issues when they arise and make quick decisions that minimize the impact to the business. Insurance's most valuable role in ownership relationships is to provide confidence and cash for business continuity if an owner should die or become disabled. Key person, life, or disability insurance limit the operational disruption and provide funds for succession. Insurance plays another role in protecting the business from actions by an owner. Directors and officers insurance or errors and omissions insurance protect the business from a mistake made by an owner and insulate the other owners from such claims. The entity structure, with limited liability, is the most valuable tool an owner relies on. Many entrepreneurs would not go into business without the confidence that their personal assets are not at risk to creditors of the business. The limited liability is important for protection when multiple owners are involved in making decisions. Each owner can be confident that one bad decision does not put their personal assets at risk. By leveraging these tools, the shareholder agreement or the operating agreement, key insurance policies, and limited liability entity structure, you create strong relationships among owners. While others might have ownership issues bogging down their decision-making, you'll be able to grow together, or separately, with confidence. Let's look at your ownership relationships using Section 5 of the workbook.